Recording has begun.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Maya Butler. I serve as the student recruitment specialist for Last Mile Education Fund. Today, we're going to talk about who Last Mile is, as well as the Microsoft Cybersecurity Scholarship Program. If you are a note taker, remember to have those things with you. You are going to need your phone to take a picture of one of the screens. Save your questions to the end. I promise I'm going to stick around to answer everything that you want to know that maybe wasn't covered or any maybe clarifying things too. I'm going to share my screen now and we're going to go ahead and get started. So, like I said, this is the Microsoft Cybersecurity Scholarship from Last Mile Education Fund. If you don't know who we are a nonprofit organization, a young nonprofit, but our whole mission is to fund 2-year and 4-year college students who are pursuing technical pathways. We know that there's a lot of changes and up and coming things happening in the tech world. So we want to invest into the abundant potential that does exist. We also understand that once you guys get to college, there's sometimes things in the way that may be standing as a barrier to success, you graduating on time. So we want to respond to those things, but not only by providing you the financial resources you need, but setting you up with some other additional program perks as well. Those program perks will depend on whichever scholarship you are being awarded. And then the sustainable engine of reinvestment, when you guys go on to make these six-figure jobs in your new career, we hope that you tell your companies about us so they can reinvest in us. And thus we get to continue to fund similar college students that were in your position or even from your school. So, like I said, we only invest in 2-year and 4-year college students who are pursuing a technical pathway in STEM. Not so much on like the chemistry or the biology side, but on the technical cyber side of things. Our students come to us from all walks of life. Many of them are low income status. They may have maxed out of all their other funding opportunities, such as scholarships and Pell Grants and FAFSA, and they're not qualifying for anything, but they still need to stay on track to finish their STEM degree. All of our students are at US based colleges. We only fund students from US based colleges, and there's always usually some type of financial obstacle in their path, which is why they find us. If you guys are in clubs like WESIS, SHIP, other things that may be just happening around school related to your program of study, many of our students are involved as that as well, even though it is not a requirement. Thus far, we have given out $2.3 million plus from this scholarship. We're trending upward towards the 5,000 mark that we're rapidly approaching, and the award is $500. So without further ado, let's get into what you get for the Microsoft Cybersecurity Scholarship Program. Everyone who is funded, who applies and gets funded, is going to receive a one-time $500 cash assistance. The one time means it's once in a lifetime, not once a semester, not once a school year. Once you get funded for this once, you can't get funded again. But as long as you are at a community college and pursuing cybersecurity or in a cyber adjacent program, this is the financial compensation that you are going to be awarded. But that's not enough for us. You get 3 more additional perks as being a grantee. You're going to get a 1-year free subscription to LinkedIn Premium with all the unlocked features and options that are available to you. And if you're unaware what LinkedIn is, somebody recently described it as like the Facebook of networking for professionals. You can find tons of jobs and internships, network with people who are not only in your industry, but maybe even a company you want to work at. You're also going to get a free GitHub Student Developer Portal account, as well as get connected to the Global Mentors Initiative, which is a program that connects up and coming professionals with people that are already in the industry, sets you up with a mentor if you take advantage of that. And they also host local events all around the country. So if you're in a place or in a city or near a city where you can get connected to those events, I highly encourage you to take advantage of that. How do you get funded? So students have 2 options on how they can receive their funds, and the choice is 100% up to you. You can either choose the direct deposit option and it will go to your personal bank account, or you can choose to receive a MasterCard. So these funds are not going directly to the school, they're going to you. However, just like the second part of this slide says, if you are going to pay it tuition, pay for books, meal plan, anything like that, then obviously you'll have to take it out of your account, and I guess it's a check money or however the school handles their funding when you need to get something paid. But you can absolutely use it on certification licensing exams. If you need some new technology, a USB cord, anything that you need that's going to keep you on track for school and remain successful in your program, that's what we want you to use the money for. You do not have to pay this money back, and we do not ask for receipts on what you spend it on. All we ask is that you use it wisely on what you need, and you use it where you need it the most. Who is eligible for this scholarship? As long as you are currently enrolled in a U.S. community college or technical college, you will qualify. So if you do have any friends or family that just graduated this summer or this past spring, unfortunately, they're ineligible because you have to be currently enrolled. If you are in cybersecurity or a cyber adjacent program, that could be anything from computer science, web development, software development, application development, CIS, IT, the list is long. As long as it's computer-based, cybersecurity-based, cyber adjacent, you'll qualify. If you are earning an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree at your community college, a certificate, or enroll it in a boot camp, you will qualify. So if you're in the BAT program and your bachelor's degree is specifically from a community college, you qualify for this. U.S. citizens, permanent residents, international students, and DACA recipients are eligible. The only people that are not are undocumented persons, because you will need a social security number or an ITM at the time you apply. And also, to receive your funds, you will have to fill out a W-8 if you're an international student, or W-9 if you're a citizen. All gender identities are accepted, all races are accepted, and you need to be a minimum of 18 years of age. There is no age cap for this scholarship. So as long as you're 18 and you fit one of the other things on this screen, you will qualify. Being able to demonstrate financial need, that could simply, giving us some information that you were a Pell Grant recipient, or you've maxed out of other funding opportunities that are available to you, such as scholarships, anything that can just prove you are in a financial need, you'll upload that to the application. If you don't have anything, what I suggest doing is leaving that part blank, but you can talk about your financial vulnerability in your personal narrative. What documents do you need to apply? You need a current transcript, and it can be your unofficial transcript. So go online to your student portal and download it. Please make sure it's the current term. It should say fall 2024. Please don't use your summer or spring one. If it does not have the name of your program of study at the top, it will have a place on the application for you to list your major, minor, area of interest, but you can also put that in your personal narrative as well. The only other two things you need is an active LinkedIn account, and you need to have a picture with it. That is because this is one of the only scholarships that do not require an interview. So how that we verify you're a real person is we simply click on the link that you provided, match the name on your profile to the name on your application, and we make sure there is a picture there, and that's how we'll know that you are a real person. Other than that, please apply with the email that you check the most. So if your personal email is a Gmail, Yahoo, whatever the case may be, and it's not your school email, please use your email of choice to create an account. Now, this is the screen that I need everyone to take out their phone and take a picture of. This is super, super, super important. So please take a picture of this screen. And for your classmates who are not here today, please share this with them as well. There is no essays as a part of the application. There is a personal narrative. The question on the personal narrative is going to say something to the effect of, explain your educational journey up until this point. For this scholarship, it helps our grant making team, who are the ones who process the applications, it helps them a lot for you to explain your interest in cybersecurity. Obviously, this is a cybersecurity scholarship, so Microsoft and us want to know how you're going to maximize just being or contributing, to the cybersecurity workforce. So you can choose to answer one of the following prompts in 2 to 3 sentences. If you want to write more than 2 to 3 sentences, that's fine. You can write how you can see yourself utilizing cybersecurity principles in your future career, or you can choose to answer, describe or explain your genuine interest in cybersecurity. The choice is yours. If you want to answer both, that's fine. But this is critical, and I'm telling you, this is required to write in your personal narrative. Do not leave this part out. Share that part with friends. Take a picture of it right now, unless you're writing down the questions. That works too. But I really want to help get y'all's applications processed a lot faster. So again, it helps our grant making team to identify who is genuinely interested in the cybersecurity, even if not that is your program of study, by answering this prompt on your personal narrative. Moving right along, here are some frequently asked questions. I normally pause, but I'll go through these pretty slow and pretty quickly. Where can you apply? Once you click the apply link on our website, a page should open up which allows you to create an account. All you need is a first name, last name, and email. Once you hit submit, there will be a link that goes to your email inbox saying, hey, thank you for starting your application. Click here to finish. You'll click that link in your email and automatically get started. If you don't see that link within 10 minutes, check your spam. It may be there. This happened to a student earlier. So check your spam if it doesn't come straight to your inbox within 10 minutes. The application processing time is fairly fast. I do ask you to plan accordingly. We do not expedite application processing for any reason. So give it a minimum of 7 days for us to take a look at it, but it could go up to 15. So the turnaround time is very, very fast. It could be faster than 7 days, but please plan accordingly for when you're ready to apply. This is not a merit-based scholarship, so there's no GPA requirement. There's no essays, just a personal narrative, and there's absolutely no deadlines. However, this is what I will say about deadlines. There is no guarantee how much longer funds will last because applications for this scholarship are flying in from all over the country. So what I encourage you to do is go ahead and submit your application tonight or in the next 48 hours if you're able to. And that way, not only will your app, it'll give you time to process the application, but you can just get your funds and hold on to them. The time frame on when you need to use your funds will never expire. Again, you're getting a MasterCard or a direct deposit, so you can use the funds when you're ready. If you're not ready to spend it on anything, set it to the side, withdraw it, put it in an envelope, whatever, but at least it's there when you need it. But I would encourage you guys to apply, if not tonight, within the next 48 hours. Do you have to repay this? No, because this is not a loan. It is a grant and a scholarship. You will never, ever, ever, ever have to repay this. We discussed LinkedIn and why you need it is for us to verify your identity and make sure you're a real person. And having a photo on your LinkedIn is required. So please, it's fine if it's a selfie from your phone, totally fine. By the way, LinkedIn does have an app. And can you reapply? If your application is rejected, it will depend on the reason why your application was rejected on if you're able to reapply. If you already received these funds, you will not be able to receive them again. So that could be a reason of rejection. Another common reason why applications are rejected are proof of cybersecurity. So I mentioned that you have to upload your transcript, but if we don't see proof of your application, if we don't see proof of cybersecurity, whether in your course load, and it's fine if you haven't taken and passed the course yet, we're not looking at that. Or if you don't do that piece of mentioning your interest in cybersecurity or how you can see yourself using cybersecurity principles in your future career, that could be a reason of application being rejected. Because again, the scholarship is for people who have some type of interest in cybersecurity. It could be a class, it could be your major, it could be, this is how I know how this is going to be embedded into whatever I go into. Just so make sure that piece is very, very important. Also, an application could be rejected if, let's say you have a friend that tries to apply and they're at a 4-year college. This is specifically for community college students. So as long as you're following directions that you're hearing about today, you guys should be fine. You won't need to reapply. And my goal is to get you all funded. How we're going to work together to spread the word is like this. Joining these info sessions is super critical. We hop to number 2. Tell your club, if you're in any clubs right now, tell them about this. Tell all your professors, tell your friends who's in your major. But going back to number one, please tell your friends. This opportunity is available to every single eligible person at your school. So we went over the eligibility requirements. So if your entire department is interested and would like to apply for this opportunity, they absolutely will. There is no cap on how many students from a school can apply and be funded. If you scroll to the very bottom of our website, going on to number three, we do have a newsletter that comes out once a month. We're not going to spam you with a whole bunch of emails. But with us being a nonprofit, all of our funding comes from corporate donors and like this Microsoft one, for example. And we have new money and new funds that are always coming available. For example, Google just gave us $1 million. And if you want to stay just up to date with us, where we're going to be at conferences, what's new going on, just plug into that newsletter. It comes out once a month. We are on social media. If you're on LinkedIn already, you can go to our page and follow us from there to get even more updates. If you email me, I can send you a social media square to post to your social media. Once you get funded, please feel the need to brag to your friends. I think it's cool that we want to give you $500 plus three other perks. So brag to all your friends on social media about this and just help spread the word. Now, this last piece is a separate scholarship. So this is for my Black, Latina, and Native American women, as well as non-binary students who are going to transfer from their community college to a bachelor's degree program, and you've already been accepted. So I'm going to say that again. My Black, Latina, Native American women, as well as non-binary students who are going to transfer from their community college to a bachelor's degree program anywhere in the country. I understand that this school does have a BAT, and you plan to stay in the computing, cyberspace, tech space for that program. We have funds to help you transfer. The emergency funds are during the transfer process. The bridge grant is after you've transferred, you're already enrolled, and there's still financial barriers in your way for you finishing your degree and completing and continuing to be successful. The URL is there, lastmile-ed.org/reboot fund. If you want to read more in the specifics on the website, everything is on our website. When the time comes, you can go back and apply for this one. So just to make this clear, we only have one general application for all of our funding opportunities, but it'll be up to you when you're ready to apply for this one. So you can get funded for Microsoft. And when you're about to transfer into that bachelor's program, if you qualify and want to come back for the for the reboot one, you absolutely can. Last and most certainly not least, here is my email. If you want to write it down, it's maya.butler@lastmile-ed.org. Email me if you have any follow-up questions, something you're unsure about. I am the point of contact at Last Mile for this scholarship. You can share my email with other friends who are interested and maybe want more information. But I really appreciate y'all's time today. I know I've said a mouthful. I hope you took good notes. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen for now, and I am ready to answer any and all questions that you guys have about this opportunity. So what do you guys want to know, or what would you like me to clarify? And
if you're just joining us, which I know we had somebody pop in, if you were just joining us and you would like a quick little recap, highlights, please speak now.
Hello, I have one question.
yeah,
For the Microsoft Last Mile Scholarship, the cybersecurity scholarship one,
yes.
um, if you're like pursuing, it's only like towards cybersecurity, like so let's say you're trying to do like software engineering or something, it wouldn't help with that.
Software engineering qualifies. So the name of the scholarship is Microsoft Cybersecurity Scholarship. Let me actually scroll back to that eligibility screen. As long as you're cybersecurity or cyber adjacent, you'll qualify.
Hmm.
So software engineering would absolutely qualify. It could be computer science, web development, IT, CIT. The list is long of all those majors. The only ones that would not qualify for sure would be like mechanical engineering, environmental engineering, chemical engineering, stuff like that. So as long as it's like computer-based, cyber-based, you're good to go.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. What other questions do you guys have?
I have one more question.
Yeah, go ahead.
And the program I mentioned, it says for the personal narrative prompt to answer like the question, but then add additional 2 to 3 sentences on how you see yourself using cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity
And
principles.
then,
Yep.
So on the like the application, does it say, is it, because I'm on a page right now, but I want to like save and continue, and then it like finishes it, and I didn't add that part. Is it the one where it says like your plans after completing your current degree, or what is that?
I think that's
refer
it. The
to?
question should be, it should, if it's, you can tell me what it says, but I thought the question was explain your educational journey. Are you able to read what it says on the screen?
Oh, tell us about your educational journey and why you have chosen to pursue this current path. Is it that one?
Yes, so that is the
Oh,
personal
okay.
question. So what I'm asking you all to do, because it's not listed on the application and it's not listed on the website, is to add, I'm going to share my screen again, is to share this part. So for you being a software engineering major, adding these extra 2 to 3 sentences is going to help you. So answer the question as it is on screen, just add this extra piece and you'll be fine.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Because that's a good question, because again, that slide is not listed anywhere on our website. So this is insider information you're getting straight from this session here.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All I have.
Okay, there's a question in the chat. Woman identifies as Hispanic. She's considering to be a transfer student. Registering as FBC, started in spring 2023, whatever, fit the application for you. So, Lucy, you're gonna have to give me a little more context. So you chose, okay, so you're current, Lucy, are you currently enrolled in, I think you're saying the bachelor's program right now? Okay, so because you're currently enrolled in the bachelor's program, you wouldn't be transferring. The reboot is for students who have already been accepted and they've transferred. Well, I guess, okay, let me take that back. I take that back. So yes, you would qualify for the bridge grant then. Let me go back to that slide on the screen. I take that back. I'm so sorry. So yes, the bridge grant is available after the transfer process is complete and you're enrolled in the computing bachelor's degree program. So you can mention reboot in your personal narrative, but because you're also still at SPC, you're going to, they're probably going to look at your stuff to see if you qualify for Microsoft anyways. So just mention all of that in the personal narrative. And just to make this clear for everyone, the personal narrative is not restricted to what the prompt says. And then what I've asked you to add, any additional information you want us to tell us about yourself as it relates to these funding opportunities and to help yourself get funded, the more you tell us, the better. So mentioning that you're a transfer student, SBC is obviously a community colleges, but you're in the bachelor's program. Mention something about reboot. Perfect. So as long as you're SPC for cybersecurity, totally fine. Just mention it in your personal narrative, and then you can see based on your email response which one you're going to end up qualifying for at the time. Great question, Lucy.
Okay, so if I don't get signature yet,
anyone else? It's better to ask me now than to wait and have to email me and then wait for an email response. I guess if you're able to drop in the chat, is there anyone, well, I hope so, but is there anyone who's super excited about this, going to apply tonight, thinking about applying in the next couple of days or before the weekend's over? Just drop it.
I was gonna do that. I was also interested in like the initiative to have mentors, the mentorship program with
Global Mentors
Microsoft.
Initiative.
Yes, and I was wondering, will those be mentors in the cybersecurity field that you can mentor and kind of help you along the way in your career plan?
Love that question. That's actually the first time I've been asked that question. So again, just I invite you to just go to each individual website to read more about it. If you are looking for someone specific to cybersecurity, I'm sure there's a way for you to sift through and sort or however they set up the program. If you email me, I can try to find more contact on that to navigate you. But that's their whole goal is just to connect you with people in the career field and position that you're trying to be in. So if that's something you're looking for, I'm sure it's possible.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just 1 second. Just 1 second. I'm gonna make it even easier for you, sweetie. Yeah. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't realize my volume was on.
You're okay. I'm going to answer this question out loud. So someone in the chat, for those who are watching the recording, someone in the chat asked about, is there an age cutoff? They're going back to school in their 30s. That's fine. I'm actually 33. At 32, you are perfectly fine. As long as you are a minimum of 18 years old, you can be 108 for all we care. There is no age cutoff for any of our funding opportunities.
Okay, so I actually have a question. So because this will actually be next semester will actually be my last year getting my my associates and stuff like that. And I plan on going to like UTSA, but if I'm doing that and how I get these emails about these sponsorships and stuff like that, will all of that stop once I go back over there?
No. So I'm not quite sure how the global mentors will work. I think the GitHub shouldn't be a problem either. LinkedIn is good for 1 full year from the time you input the code. So once you get the code, and if I didn't say this earlier, it is unique to each person. So you can't share your access code to get the free premium. You can't share it with your classmates. It's unique to you. You have about, I think, 6 to 8 weeks to input it, but once you input it, it's good for 1 full year. So Greg, are you graduating in the fall or are you graduating in the spring?
So we're in the fall right now.
Right.
Next semester would be my last one, and then I think after that, or it might be spring, because after that I have like 2 classes just after the next semester. So but yeah, I didn't realize it was coming up so fast. I just been busy with school and everything, but oh my gosh, when I found out about it, I was like, I'm almost there. So it was exciting.
Yeah. Which is exciting for you. So you can apply when you're ready, but I also, again, just want to make sure you guys get these funds before these funds are gone, because we are literally I'm talking to, and students are applying from all over the country. So at least get your funds now, but your LinkedIn will be good for a full year. So even if you applied it, let's say it's the end of October, that'll take you through the end of October next year. And then if you want to pay for LinkedIn after that, it'll be on you. And then you can still maximize the Global Mentors and the GitHub in that time frame as well. So I hope that answered your question. Good questions. Storm, Laura, Lauren, Clarence, any questions? I can see all your names.
Hey guys, how are we doing? Any other
Yeah,
questions?
could you explain? I wanted to get some more information on the GitHub developers program is too. If you didn't explain it, I just came into the meeting. But
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if I missed that already, but I was just kind of interested in that, and I just came in. I just wanted to hear a little bit about how does that program work?
Yes, great. So GitHub is actually a platform. I'm going to share my screen. GitHub is actually a platform, and forgive me, I am very new to the tech world. I come from the journalism public relations world. But from what has been explained to me, GitHub is a platform where you can not only build things, but learn from each other, and you can share all of your resources in one place. It's one of those things, the websites you definitely got to play around with, but you guys are going to get access to the student portal. So just go to github.com. I'm sure they have some informationals. There's different pricing and stuff that's available here, but for us, y'all are going to get a higher, more premium account that has more features available to it. But it is a platform that almost, from my understanding, almost everybody in tech uses to build and learn off of. So hope that helped a little bit.
It did. Yeah, and it's a useful. Yeah, it is. That's what I did. Just having that access to the premium student GitHub account. Yes, thank you.
And then also, while we're on that topic, here is the website for Global Mentors. Like I said, it's a whole different ball game of thing. Their goal is to set you up with a mentor, corporate partner. There's a matching program, a part of it. So once you get funded from us, because obviously you can't get any of this if you're not funded. So, I mean, obviously they have its own website, but we're going to set you up with all those resources. It'll come in separate email. So you're going to get funded first, and then you'll receive these emails separately about Global Mentors and GitHub and LinkedIn. The LinkedIn codes I know for a fact are sent out only every 2 weeks in cycles. And then I'm not sure about the other two, but definitely do your due diligence and your own research and poke around on the website and just read more about these perks on its own. So again, Global Mentors is globalmentorship.org. I will drop it in the chat for those. I'll make it easy for you. I'll drop it in the chat for those that are here. And also for the chat, I'm going to put my email in there again for those that didn't write it down. Any other questions that come up about anything whatsoever, email me. Also, I love for my students to tell me when they've gotten funded. Tell me how you plan to use your funds, whatever you want to know. But I love when y'all tell me that you've gotten funded, and the turnaround time is super fast. I had an info session on Tuesday. A student emailed me Wednesday morning that he was already funded. Now, it may not be that fast for you. Disclaimer, please give it a minimum of 7 days. In that peak season, it could take up to 30, but on average, it's about 7 to 15. So you all aren't going to wait months to get these funds and these perks. The turnaround time is fast.
So as to date, we have had officially, I know 5 students that have told us, I applied, I've already got my acceptance letter, I've already filled out how I want to be paid. I'm just waiting on money to show up. So that's where we are, and that was all done this past weekend, guys. So
I can confirm.
did it this weekend, and they're already possibly going to get paid this coming up weekend. So $500. And when I say I sat with one individual, it took us 10 minutes. We went through 3 pages of questions. What her name is, first name, last name, what her email is, what her address is, what degree, what college was she going to. She literally went on to her student banner ID, got an unofficial transcript, downloaded that, uploaded it into the questionnaire. She typed out, I think it was 3 little questions about why did you want to go to start a career in cybersecurity? And she typed out what she did. Why do you need this money? She typed that out. And then another one was overall, what are your goals and aspirations? She typed that out. And then it said done. And then the next day she got an email saying she was accepted. So when she says it's quick, it's quick.
And just to double down on that, I can't share my screen. So one thing I can tell you all, we are committed to your personal privacy. We are not going to share any information about you specifically outside of our internal network. So I cannot share my screen and show you this, but Ms. Barnett, and for everybody on the call right now, I'm looking at St. Philip's records from September 5th through today, there was 15 applications and almost all of them have been funded. So I can see where they are in the funding process or wherever it says, like, if we're missing a document, that's another good point. If you guys don't upload something correctly, it could delay your approval process. I can see if it says draft, if it says it's a new application, whether it's funded, whether it's declined. There's 15 students that have already applied between the 5th of September, so last week, up until literally today. So I want all of you in that number. And like Ms. Barnett just said, the turnaround time is a lot faster than 7 to 15 days. It really all depends on the season. Like, for
And
example,
remember, she
Yeah, go
stated,
ahead.
if you get denied, reapply. Maybe it's because you filled in something incorrectly. Maybe it's because you need to tailor your answer more to why you want to be in cybersecurity. And if that's the case, if you get a denial letter, come see me. Okay? We'll get it worked out.
Yes. Yes. Email me to please. Hold on, I'm trying to download some of these screens.
I have
Have
a
you been able
question.
to share your direct email, Miss Butler, with the group?
Yes, I put it in the chat. Let me pull that up on the screen again because it was on I have too many screens. It was on the very last slide. Let me see. Here we go. maya.butler@lastmile-ed.org, and then I will drop it in the chat again. And please spell my name correctly, otherwise you will not be emailing me. You won't be emailing anybody. It'll actually bounce back. Put it in the chat there. And Ms. Barnett, do you have access to all the students who were registered for this today? I don't know, like, what records you keep, just wondering.
So pretty much, as they have come through the participants, it's going to give me a printout of all the participants that were here, and I can turn around and share that with you.
Okay. I'm gonna email you separately
Okay,
then.
that's fine.
Yeah, I'll email you separately then. Totally.
And if all else fails, we have screen record, so I can always go and look at little heads.
Okay. Yeah, that's totally fine. Let me see. Laura, Lauren, Storm, any questions at all? Or
I
maybe
have
you're
I have a
connected to starting
question.
account? Go ahead, Abel.
So I'm in a community college right now, and with Alamo, and I have like my main campus, and then but I'm taking like my CS class at a different campus, so it shows like two transcripts, one for my main campus that shows like my program, and then my other and a different transcript that shows like the other college that shows the classes for that. So
So you're taking classes at 2 different community colleges.
It's just
Remember, Alamo is the Alamo system, and there are 5 sister colleges under the Alamo system. And sometimes a student will be at, let's say, North Lake Vista, taking their core classes, their English, their math, their science, and they may be with us for their computer courses, or vice versa.
What I'm asking is because it says to upload your unofficial transcript, and would I upload the one where it just says my like CS class, or like in my program?
When in doubt, Mr. Tovar, upload both.
Okay.
That was what I was about to say.
Yeah. Okay.
When in doubt, give them more.
Yeah. When in doubt, upload both. As long as both are community college, you're fine. And I know I'm very aware of the Alamo system, because for me, when faculty books meetings with me, it throws me off when everyone's email says Alamo, but that's not the school they're at. So then I have to ask and do follow-up and whatever. But yeah, when in doubt, upload both.
Okay, I am, just for our records, I know I've missed a few of y'all, but if you can, you've done this before, many of you, snap the QR code, and that just shows that our information sessions are being utilized. so that we can continue to show why we need to do this for y'all. It'll be the first selection information. It will be the info session. Miss Butler, if you do not mind as well, because we do track our guests.
Okay.
If you do not mind.
No, I don't mind. Let me see, get my phone, take a picture. Just to reiterate, guys, this is available to every eligible student at your college. So please don't be a gatekeeper and share the word about this. We want to get everybody their funds. Truly, we do. We want all of you to be successful. And I know Candace, Ms. Mardet, you're gonna do a great job of keep pushing it out to students, but it also helps when you all tell your classmates, just like she said, the girl already has gotten funded. Literally brag on LinkedIn, brag on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, tell everybody who will listen about this, because getting a scholarship, no matter how much it is a big deal, and you guys deserve it.
Now, if you think you missed anything, we are going to be emailing this video out to all students and faculty. Faculty will be asked to place it in their online classrooms as well to help students out navigate the waters. But if no one else has any other questions, I will be available until 5 o'clock if you need to share a screen, need help filling out the application. I know, Storm, you already said I am doing it right now. I will stay on with you if you need help, okay?
Yeah, okay. Is it okay if I stay too? Because I'm trying to fill it out and there's some questions on here that
That's
I
fine.
kind of need
That's
answers
fine,
for.
Mr. Greg. I can stick around. Miss Butler, thank you so much for coming and seeing us.
Yes.
Thank you for taking the time to sit with us and answer all of our questions. We so much appreciate, and we love the fact that you want to give us money.
Yeah, it's free money, y'all. Like, take advantage. Please stay on and get all the help you can get. If y'all stay on, this application is gonna be done before you go to bed tonight, before you even log off. And then also I'm gonna email you immediately with some stuff. So just check your email while you're helping them, please.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I am going to end the recording.